Now, your 21Alive First Alert forecast.
We've issued a first alert weather day for Sunday evening in through Monday because of the incoming snow that's going to move in. And when we first gave you the first alert about the upcoming weather system, that was early on in the week on Monday. And then we issued that first alert weather day for this Sunday's weather system earlier on Thursday. However, there is some good news in all of this in that the area that's most likely to be impacted by the snow is now shifting south of Fort Wayne. So these are the areas most likely to see some travel concerns and a little bit more of that snow accumulation. And these are also areas that are under a winter weather advisory issued by the National Weather Service through Monday at 10 a.m. I want you to note that time, Monday at 10 a.m. But then even further off to the south, down near Muncie, towards the state capitol, a winter storm warning is in effect. So there's a very tight gradient of where that heaviest snow is going to be. But right now, it looks like it's going to be to the south of Fort Wayne. That's good news because when we were talking about this earlier on in the week, it was looking like things had shifted a little bit further north. But as we had mentioned, we knew that there was going to be a little bit of a shift south, and that is what's taking place. First Alert satellite and radar shows where that weather system is right now. It's currently in the Great Plains and expected to track to the south of us. Like I said, we thought there was going to be a northerly jog. However, that doesn't necessarily look like it's going to be the case. We can see where the heaviest of the precipitation is going to lie on future track. This is 4:30 in the morning where I've stopped this. Those snow showers starting to push into the Hoosier State. We advance a little bit further in time. The state capitol, Sunday, 11 a.m. or so, is when those snow showers are starting. And you can see there's a lot of pink on this map, especially near the Ohio River. This weather system is going to bring freezing rain and sleet to southern Indiana and large portions of Kentucky. So this is a large-scale, very messy weather system that's going to continue to impact us Sunday into Monday. The good news is as we get to Monday morning for us, that snow starts to wrap up. Monday afternoon for places to the south, Indianapolis, Cincinnati, Dayton, Ohio, things like that. But if you're traveling on Monday, here's what you need to know. Places most likely to be impacted are south of US 224. This is a highway that runs from Huntington through Van Wert. And I'm talking about locally most impacted. And even still, road conditions won't be terrible, but you definitely want to use some caution on the roads if you're traveling to the south of Fort Wayne, and especially that's the case if you're going towards Indianapolis or anywhere from Terre Haute to Dayton, Ohio. This is I-70 that runs from Terre Haute to Dayton. Roads are going to be very, very messy in the central and southern portion of the state and over into central and southern Ohio. Let's talk about local now. First Alert Future Track, we're getting a good picture as to when that snow is going to arrive. Your Sunday morning looks dry. As we get into the afternoon, a few very light snow flurries are pushing into our area, and then that snow becoming a little bit more widespread, and you'll notice the darkest of the blues are staying off to the south of Fort Wayne, so the heaviest of the snow is expected off to the south, and we'll continue to see that snow overnight Sunday into Monday morning with much of the snow shower action wrapping up by the time lunchtime rolls around on Monday. So the big question, everybody wants to know, how much snow are we going to see? Well, I believe if you live in this area in the white, and this is DeKalb, Noble, Steuben, LaGrange counties, northern Kosciuszko County, we're talking an inch at most, if not just a dusting. If you live in this light blue area, Kosciuszko, Whitley, Allen County, Paulding County, Van Wert, northern Adams, northern Wells, most of Huntington and most of Wabash counties, we're talking an inch to 2 inches. So north of Fort Wayne, we're talking maybe an inch for Huntertown. Fort Wayne, more likely in that inch and a half range. And then as you get closer and closer to Decatur, it's looking like a little bit closer to 2 inches of snow, with snow more likely to total up higher for places to the south of Fort Wayne, like I mentioned, especially southern Wabash, southern Huntington, southern Wells, southern Adams, and then Grant, Blackford, and Jay counties. This is the area where we could see the most snow But this is also the area where we're more likely to see variations in how much snow we see from north to south. And there's probably going to be quite a bit of wiggle room for this 2 to 4 inch range, and especially to the south as this system inches closer and closer to us. But that's the current thinking as of about 5:30 p.m. on Saturday evening. Now let's talk about temperatures. Pretty easy one here. It's going to be cold. Temperatures tomorrow morning going to be in the mid-teens, climbing up into the mid-20s for the highs. And that's pretty much where we're going to be for the entire week ahead. You can see the flashing red days, Sunday into Monday. Those are the first alert weather days because that's when it's most likely that we're going to be impacted by that snow. And you can see temperatures remaining in the mid to upper 20s for the highs for much of next week, with morning lows in the mid to upper teens.